Hey guys, welcome to a new episode of Tune In. I just want to make a quick little video about something I've been thinking about for a little bit. As you can see from the title, this one's about the Emoji movie and my predictions for it. Now, when the trailer first came out, the whole world was like, this movie's gonna suck. This movie is going to be garbage. No one wants this fucking movie. I was definitely one of those people who initially was like, this movie is going to be terrible. Now, I've actually changed my mind on that, but not exactly for the reasons you think. I don't think this movie is going to be terrible, and I think that actually is terrible. The Emoji movie is one of the most obvious cash grabs from a company I've ever seen. It's just pandering. It's complete 110% pandering. But the reason I don't think it's going to suck is because I feel like a lot of modern animated movies, just a lot of movies in general, have kind of figured out this formula on how to make really basic, really by the books, by the numbers movies that are just passable, that are just okay. Nerdwriter1, who I'm a huge fan of, did a video about passable movies and movies that are just okay, that just go by the books. You could tell that there's no real heart to it. It's just making it as okay and even as possible so there's no controversy, no tension. People could come in and have a good time in the movie and leave and completely just forget they ever saw this movie. And I think that's what's going to happen with the Emoji movie. I feel like a lot of animated movies that have come out recently have just been okay. They've been passable. And they just get to write off of that and make their little bit of money and then disappear. Secret Life of Pets was the most by the number story I've ever seen. It's just Toy Story again, but like with the worst writing. Because they didn't really try to do anything like too spectacular, too out of the ordinary, they're able to like just coast on it being an average story, and it just coasted and became an average movie. And that's what they're gonna do with the Emoji movie. It's gonna just be a passable, by the numbers. You can even tell by the story. Okay, so here's the description from Wikipedia. The film centers around Gene, a multi-expressional emoji who sets out on a journey to become a normal emoji. Oh my god, I wonder what's gonna happen. Is he gonna learn that it's okay for him to be special? Is he gonna learn that it's alright to be yourself? And that some people just express more emotions than others, and that's totally okay. It's so basic and it's so obvious, and they're just gonna coast off of it and make a totally passable movie. Another prediction that might be wrong is I think this is gonna probably sit around a 50 on Rotten Tomatoes when it comes out. One thing that I think might add a little bit more validity to what I'm saying is the fact that I also predicted, I didn't say this in a video unfortunately, but I said to a couple of my friends that I think the Boss Baby movie is also gonna be okay, and then it turned out to have like Chris Duckman gave it a C. The Rotten Tomatoes rating is about 52%. So that movie came out to be about okay. Most people thought it was alright. And I kind of saw that coming. I kind of figured people would think that movie was okay. I think this movie's probably going to be around there. I think the fact that a lot of people are probably going to go in thinking it's going to suck and just seeing that's like, oh, this is a competently made movie. And that's the thing. It's going to be competent. One reason I think where like a lot of other movies just come out like they're terrible, like Fantastic, and just like stuff like The Room. Why they're so terrible is that the people in charge of them don't know what they're doing, you know? Like The Room, the creators didn't know what they were doing. I think it was their first movie. They didn't know what was going on. And stuff like Fantastic, the director had an idea, but the studio came in and just completely botched it and ruined it. But with that, there was an idea behind it. There was a spark of creativity, but the studio came in and just snuffed it and then ruined it. With this, no one is going into this movie like, I'm gonna create a work of art. I'm gonna create something amazing. Like, no one's coming in here to try to make the Lego movie, ironically. Like, if this somehow becomes like the Lego movie, where it's like actually really funny, I don't know what I'm gonna do. But I can almost guarantee that it's not gonna be good. I don't think it's gonna be actually good. It's gonna be passable. Because the people who made this, they know what they're doing. They know how to make a passable movie. The people involved are good actors. They're good animators. The guy who directed this movie, he's worked on Prince of Egypt. He's worked on Road to El Dorado. He's worked on a lot of other shitty movies though too. Like Home on the Range. A lot of direct-to-DVD movies, which is weird. I don't know why they gave this to him. But whatever. So we'll see. I mean, I could be totally wrong. It could just completely just suck, but just something in me tells me this is gonna do a little better than people expect it to. It's gonna go by those like normal story beats, and it's gonna like just be okay. It's just gonna be okay. And that's what sucks, because there's so many okay movies. There's so many movies that are just like, it's passable. It's alright. Like, try. Just, I'm so sick of all these movies coming out. They're just like, bare minimum, make the movie, make our money, and fuck it. I would rather a movie suck from trying than be okay from just like playing it safe. You know what I mean? I'd rather someone like come in and like create something terrible, but like with passion and drive and something they think that they have fun making. Another YouTuber I'm a huge fan of, IHE, made a video about this movie from Uganda called Who Killed Captain Alex. The movie isn't great, but you could tell everyone involved tried and they worked their best with what they had. With this fucking movie, no one's trying. It's just, what's the simplest story we can make? What's gonna get the most ass in the seats? What's gonna get the most kids to watch it? What's gonna get the most parents money? And we're gonna sell merchandise. So much merchandise. Oh my god, I didn't even think about that. There's gonna be so much fucking merchandise for this movie. Oh my god. It's gonna be like the Minions. It's gonna be like the Minions again. Oh my fucking god. I wanna die. But yeah, that's my theory. This movie isn't gonna suck, and that fucking sucks.